You also hear a lot of times about, oh, periodic cycles, there's nature. Well, I'm going to show you this graph over here, and you can see that this is a graph that is from starting at the 0 mark, which is 1950, and it goes all the way out to 400,000 years ago, and this is carbon dioxide measured in the atmosphere. So you can see from this little section that I put out that you have definitely a trend showing here. We have a downward trend. It shows actually carbon dioxide is dropping during this period. It's a difference of 95 parts per million. But when you open up this range a little bit, you see that yes, indeed, we have a cyclical nature. Absolutely, there's nothing, these are the glacial periods that people talk about. That is cyclical. But if you notice over from this period of time, it's over 375,000 years, the difference between the maximum and minimum has only been 120 parts per million. So let's kind of take a look at, we'll expand it a little bit, and you can see from our trend that we saw going down, well, now we see something starting to go up. Now, this can look natural. This can definitely fits into the pattern over here, but we have to look more closely to what's happening currently. So what is the current concentration? So we go to take a look at NASA. This is measured very, very closely. We're currently at 415 parts per million. And this shows since 2005, this is a difference of 37 parts per million in only 15 years. So what does this look like compared to the graph I just showed you? Well, let's put that data on, and we see that in December of this year, we're at 415 parts per million, and look at how much we've jumped. This is no longer cyclical. This is a trend. This is a trend that is very different. It is outside of anything natural, okay? So let's even take it a little bit longer. Let's say 800,000 years, right? We just doubled it, 800,000 years. Again, glacial periods. We never get higher than 300 parts per million up until the 1850s. Our difference is 125 parts per million. In this small 100-year period between 1850 and 1950, we jumped 30 parts per million to a number we've never seen before. In the next 70 years, we've increased over 100 parts per million in just 70 years to a level that is higher than ever seen on our planet in 800,000 years, not natural. So again, you take a look at the science, we know it's thin, we know we're dumping a lot of CO2 in, we know that we've come across atmospheric problems and we solved them before, simple physics and simple chemistry. We know that trends obey the laws of physics, and we know that climate change is not natural. So why is this still such a difficult thing for people to get behind?